Hello everyone, welcome back to my Star Sign Legacy Challenge. This is episode 16. We're here with Florence and Peach this morning. She's just fed her and is now burping her. It is 8 a.m, so Dion is heading straight off to work and Florence is ready for another day at home with the children. She is feeling quite tense because she has not played video games in quite a while and it's one of her wants as well. She's like, I'm so desperate. But yeah, you've not really got time at the moment. We are going to be having a bath day with the 3 children because they all can do with a bath. So we're just going to give little Peach a cuddle at the moment, and then we will come and give her a bath, make sure she's got a clean nappy, and then the boys will probably wake up and we'll give them baths, and then it'll be time for breakfast. And then we'll probably need to feed Peach again. And there's a lot going on at the moment. And Florence is mostly happy. She is really happy from being like around her family. But she is also feeling a bit sad now that Dion has left and she's still feeling a little bit alone. She's feeling like she might need a little bit more support. But yeah, and she also needs that game time, but we've just not got the time for that at the moment. She does also want to be friendly with him and still have this perfect date. So she is hoping to have a date night with him again soon. I am honestly obsessed with Peach. I think she is just the cutest little toddler. I mean, this whole family makes adorable toddlers, to be honest. But she is doing all right at the moment. So what I might do is I'm going to bring her little playmat from downstairs upstairs, just so that we're not taking her all the way downstairs, but we're not just putting her back in her crib. We put her on the floor in the bathroom. Of course we did. But I changed my mind because the toddlers are still actually sleeping. I've moved the mat back downstairs. We are going to take her downstairs instead of just leaving her on the floor in the bathroom, and we're going to prepare breakfast now so that there is food ready, and then once these 2 have woken up we will give them both baths. But I figured there's no point in waking them up if they're still sleeping, so we'll bring Peach downstairs. I'm hoping the maid will come soon because the apartment is looking a little bit messy. And Florence doesn't really have time to be cleaning at the moment. She's got so much childcare to do. But to be honest, what's the point when we do have a maid coming? So hopefully they'll be here soon. But little Peach, why don't you look at your toys? And you can actually play with your toys as well because you can reach for things now. Look at her. Oh, she's so cute. Honestly, I adore her. I haven't 100% decided on if she's gonna be Air, but I am at the moment leaning towards it just because I'm not gonna lie, I'm completely biased towards the name. I love the name Peach and I think she's also super adorable, but who knows? As I say, I base it on personality and who I think suits the role. So if she doesn't suit it as we see her grow up, Florence, come on, I thought you were a better chef than this. Then obviously I will change who I have in mind for Air, but at the moment I do kind of think it will be her, but as I say, we're just gonna see how things go. Oh good, our maid is here now, thank goodness for that. And Florence, I thought you were a better chef than this. She just threw a whole pancake on the floor. I've got the boys awake to go and grab some breakfast, and poor little Daniel is feeling sad because he's stinky. We will give him a bath, but both of his wants are to do with Florence. He wants to be friendly with her and talk about toys with her. I love that. And then Kirby's as well, both to do with Florence. He wants to talk about princesses and he wants to talk to be funny with her. I love how much they both really like her. It's amazing. But she is feeling quite sad at the moment. She wants to tell Daniel a funny story. Hopefully some time with the boys will make her feel a little bit better. But Peach at the moment, she's just napping on the floor. So I'm pretty happy with that. As one less child to kind of worry so much about. As I say, I do need to bathe the 2 toddlers. So it's quite handy that she is napping at the moment, so I don't have to focus too much on her as well. I love that every time Kirby comes into the room with Peach, he gets this happy mood look from terrible news about having a new sibling. Honestly, he doesn't know how he feels about her. It's so funny. But Daniel is saying, I can play with toys all day long. I can never have enough of them. He's feeling so happy from interacting with Florence, and he also wants to ask her to play. He really loves her. It's adorable. I love that. We are finally giving Daniel his bath now, and he is feeling much happier now that he is not so smelly. And once we finish Daniel's bath, we will be giving Kirby a bath, and at that point I'm sure that little Peach will be waking up and needing another feed. There's so much to do, but Florence is feeling better now. She's feeling playful because she had silly gummy pancakes. So I mean, it's better than being tense, it's better than being sad. It's now Kirby's turn for a bath. I adore this kid. Honestly, I love him so much. But I was thinking that maybe once we have finished bathing Kirby, we could actually invite over Olive because we've not seen her in a little while. We miss our mum. We were thinking about our family the other day, feeling a bit sad. And she's not met Peach. So I feel like Kirby, you okay? What happened there? But are you okay? Are you stuck in the bath? Okay, no, he's not. I don't know what happens there. But yeah, I was thinking maybe we could invite over Olive to actually meet her grandchild. I'm not going to do a whole big gathering because, as I say, I feel like where we live now is quite far from everyone else. So it's quite a trek. But I feel like our mum would make that journey. So I am going to see if she wants to come over, and we do need to now feed little Peach, but that's okay because we can then invite Olive over and we can feed her, and by the time we've finished feeding Peach, Olive will be here and then Peach will be in a great mood and we can introduce her to her granddaughter. Olive is here, look at her, and we have just put Peach on the floor and we've come inside. Can we not? Maybe? Can we not do that? We're just enthusing about the wedding. I love that. We are now introducing Peach to Olive. Oh, look. She's like, this is your granddaughter. And I know things have been moving quite quickly and everything, but, you know, it just felt right. And she's gonna just kind of chat with her mum, and Olive is going to say, you know, like kind of apologise on Bryce's behalf and say that he was actually going over to Tomarang today. He's gone to Tomarang to see Paris and the twins. So Olive has come over here and we're just having a bit of a catch up with her. And then she also needs to meet Daniel. I think Peach just got a milestone because they all just started clapping. But he is going to go over and share the love with Olive because he's in a really good mood. I feel like, you know, he's definitely warmed up a lot to Florence now. He's feeling a lot more comfortable around her, so he is happy to kind of meet other new Sims as well, especially because Olive is so similar to Florence. He's probably like, I recognise you. So he's giving her a hug. This is adorable. I love that. I feel like Olive is just so good with children, honestly. It's amazing. But Dion is home from work now and he is feeling flirty. And I also noticed that he also wants to go on a perfect day and drink a glass of nectar. So I feel like maybe we could go on a date later tonight with Olive here. We're gonna say, hey mum, so you know, while you're here, well, Dion and I haven't had much time, just the two of us, since Peach is born, since I've moved here. So, you know, seeing as you're here, do you want to babysit? And then we can go out later this evening. I don't know if she seems too happy by the idea. It's a bit of a boring conversation, but you know, she's like, okay, I mean, I did come here to see you, but I'm more than happy to, you know, look after the kids. So I think what Florence might do is maybe go for a nap quickly with Peach because she's a little bit sleepy and I feel like that can boost her energy a little bit, and it gives Dion a bit of time to get home, maybe come upstairs and take a shower quickly and just freshen up a little bit. It looks like Jalissa is actually here. Daniel must have come out to say hi to her and he wants to go and give his dad a hug. That is so adorable, honestly. He loves hugs because he's a charmer, so why don't you come over and hug your aunt? He wants to go over. Don't go and wake Florence up. Please don't go and wake Florence up. She is busy napping with Peach. I love this, honestly. I love this animation so much. I think it's so adorable. But yeah, Daniel is gonna chat with his aunt, and Kirby, he is just watching some TV at the moment. Oh, and he's going over to speak to Olive. Why don't you see if she will maybe help you study some shapes, because his skills are doing pretty well, but his thinking is definitely the lowest. So I think that'd be cute if maybe she could do that. And then we will head out. I think we'll go out for like a nice meal. Maybe around like 6 o'clock-ish. So, oh, Kirby, why are you sad? He's waking up Florence again. Of course he is. Great. Thanks for that. I think Dion had a bit of a tough day at work because he is desperately needing some fun and he is also needing a nap. So I think he is really looking forward to this date night with Olive this evening. Even though Olive did come to spend a bit of time with Florence, I do think she doesn't mind at all spending time with the kids because she is such a child person, honestly, and she is not getting to see her grandchildren quite as much now that Florence has moved further away. So she is happy to spend this time with them. She can talk to Florence on the phone, but she can't always talk to like the grandkids on the phone. So she's more than happy to, you know, help Florence out a little bit. She can tell that she's struggling a bit and she needs needs to get out, so she doesn't mind babysitting. Florence and Dion have made it into town, and Dion is just going in to request a table for the two of them now. We are at this gorgeous venue. It is so nice. It's like a restaurant crossed with a bar, and it is just such a beautiful build. Honestly, I love it so much. I guess we are going upstairs to eat, are we? Oh, we're going over here. Oh, I didn't realize there was another floor for like the kitchen bit. That's nice because it's actually closer to the kitchen. But yeah, it's such a nice build. We can stay here afterwards for some drinks. There's also like a nice little rooftop bit if we want to come upstairs and, you know, relax on the little rug. There's a hot tub as well. We've got this nice table over here with a nice little view of like, I know, the courtyard bit, I suppose. But they're both feeling really flirty. They just needed some time just for the two of them. He's asking her about her day, which is really sweet. He's checking in on her, finding like how it was today, and she's gonna tell him, you know, it's getting easier. I'm kind of getting into the swing of things now. And Florence is just placing the order now, but she is just feeling so happy from being out with Dion again, and she is just gonna kind of ask him, you know, how are things looking with the house hunt? Have you been able to speak to your, you know, your friends that you've got about finding us a place? And he is gonna say that he has found somewhere, but it needs a little bit of fixing up, but it's like perfect for the family home. There's plenty of rooms. It's so spacious, but it's not too far from the city, so it'll be close for his work and everything, and the children are like ready for when they go to school, but you know, it probably won't be ready for a little while because it does need a lot of fixing up. So Florence is like, okay, that's fine. I mean, I would like to move there sooner rather than later, but you know, as long as things are in the works and you know we can get there soon, then that is fine. He really does like her, honestly. He does want to ask her on a date, even though they are mid-date at the moment, and he does want to get married to her. So he is really interested in her. He does like have such strong feelings towards her. Interestingly as well, he's got more romantic sentiments about Florence than she does about him. He is deeply in love with her and smitten. She does still have like positive sentiments, but he definitely feels very strongly about her. So there's no doubt about that. Like, he is a busy man, so he hasn't done as much, you know, help with the children. But Florence doesn't mind that. Like, she is more than happy to be a hands-on, stay-at-home mum. Like, this works for her. She is definitely not feeling like, you know, he's not pulling his weight. Like, yes, she could do with a bit more support. But, you know, she is more than happy, you know, that they've got this sort of, like, deal. And, oh, they're not overly happy with their food. It's decent quality, it's not bad or anything, but she is like, she's happy. She knows that he's earning a lot of money and that he's got this whole business and everything, and she's happy to look after the children. But obviously she's like, it would be nice, you know, to have a little bit more support. But that's why she's glad she's got her mum today to help her out. She knows that Jalissa's only, like, just, you know, the other side of the city. She can come and help her whenever she needs assistance. But, you know, she's not feeling like she needs Dion to do more at the moment. She's more than happy with him. She wants us to woohoo in the motel. Golly, I mean, there's other woohoo spots here, and it is something we need to do on the date, so I mean, we'll probably get around to it, but I don't think we need to go to the motel. We can go back to the apartment. I was thinking maybe after we've eaten, we can come upstairs, because I've not used one of these mats yet, the little picnic mats. I thought that could be really cute if we did that after the dinner. Florence is actually feeling pretty decently energized after that nap earlier. Dion's energy is still pretty good as well. It's not in the orange yet, but he is really needing some fun. So I do feel like, you know, woohoo is definitely on the table tonight. Perfect. While Kirby is with Olive, he has got his thinking up to level 3. I'm so happy he's able to get that one up. I like to get them to have their trait, like their skills, to at least level 3. But obviously, it, you know, it is what it is. But Florence is also feeling quite high desire right now. So once she's finished drinking her drink, I think we're gonna head upstairs. Dion is gonna go and critique this work. He is a snob, so he's like, I don't know, not the best piece of work. Do chill out. But Florence hopefully will be finishing this drink. There we go. So I think we're going to come upstairs. And I would like to come to this one over here because it's right near the hot tub. And I would like to watch the stars with Florence. We can also... No, I want to snuggle because I've seen the watch the stars. I haven't seen the snuggle one before. This is adorable. Oh, look at them on the picnic blanket together just snuggling. They are so cute. Honestly, we do still have some like date requirements that I want us to do because they both want a perfect date. So I think it makes sense that you know, we would be doing some light physical intimacy and leading into that woohoo. Look at Florence doing her love heart fingers while laying down. I love her. Right, we are going to see if we can move things along. We are going to give her a kiss, and then I would like to woohoo in the picnic blanket because I have not done that one yet. We've done the hot tub before. We have not woohooed in the picnic blankets. I definitely think you know, that's where we're going. He's gonna go and look at the. You don't need to look at the ice bucket, honestly. Just go over and woohoo with Florence. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. These two have wrapped themselves up in the picnic blanket and they are having a great woohoo by the looks of it. Luckily, no one else is on the roof. I feel like maybe Dion has like reserved the roof or something this evening. I feel like that makes sense. He's a rich guy. He knows people. He is like, right, I'm booking the roof tonight. No one else is coming up here. It's just me and Florence. And luckily, as I say, their energy is still pretty decent. So we are going to make the most of the day. It's only got 28 minutes left. I might extend that. Oh my goodness, the way they come out of the blanket, guys. We had yet another completely spectacular woohoo, and I can't seem to find the option to extend our date, so it's just going to end at a silver level, which means we're going to have to go on another date again soon for that perfect date. But they both had an incredible time with each other. We're still feeling so flirty. Oh my goodness, and he is now asking us for more woohoo. I'm kind of turned on right now. What about you? Honestly, I noticed that Florence has still got this high desire moodlet, so why not? They've got the energy. Florence is awake this morning and she is feeling so happy. She's also still feeling playful after that woohoo that she had last night with Dion on the day. She is just taking this opportunity to get herself sorted this morning. My nan called me mid-recording, so I don't exactly know what I was saying beforehand. I think I was saying that Florence is just taking some time this morning to actually look after herself because Peach is still asleep. She will be waking up any minute though because she is pretty hungry and she's definitely used her nappy, so we will make sure to look after her. Daniel is still sleeping. Kirby is up and needs some food, so Florence will also make sure to go and prepare some food for the kids. I was thinking that maybe today, because everyone is actually in really good moods, obviously they need food while we are just preparing BLTs now, I was thinking that maybe we could head out to the park with the 3 children. Obviously it's going to be quite a task because we've got an infant and 2 toddlers, but we can put Peach in a back carrier, we can spend some time with the boys, and I was also thinking maybe we could invite Santiago and he could actually meet Kirby, seeing as he was interested in the last episode to have a custody visit. But obviously before we do the custody visit, we do want to make sure he's actually met his son. So I was thinking maybe we could do that today. Maybe we would have like said the other day, you know, that we're living here in Ciudad Enamorada now. So if he could come over, take a day off work or something, and he's free today. So I think that could be quite nice actually. I think we're going to do that. So the boys are just going to go and eat, and Florence herself is also just having some BLT. And then what we might do is do a little bit more tummy time with Peach at the moment. She is doing really well, but I'd like her to be able to like roll onto her front so that she can do tummy time by herself. Oh, okay, apparently we've finished eating already. And Peach and Kirby have just become good friends. I didn't even know they were doing anything. Oh, look at the boys there. And then we have just got a sobbing Peach because she doesn't enjoy tummy time, understandably, to be fair. Kirby decided he didn't want to sit on his chair, apparently. He wanted to sit on the floor, closer to his mum, closer to his sister. Honestly, I really love this family. I feel like it's just becoming a really strong unit, you know? I feel like Daniel really fits in nicely. I feel like everyone gets along nicely with Daniel. I'm saying all of this while Peach is like literally mid-sobbing right now. But the boys have eaten, so once we've finished this round of tummy time, we are going to head out to the park. We have a different maid today, and I'm not sure I really like them as much because they've just said, looks like I'm all done here. There'll be 85 simoleons. There are literally plates and food on the floor. So you have not done a great job, dude. We have made it to the park, and I love this lot. It's amazing. We are just chatting with Santiago for the first time in quite a while. We have got this really interesting flirty moodlet. Do you work out? That sim has some really nice muscles. So nice and tight, Florence. Can't stop trying to look at them. Girlie, we are over him. We are completely over him. We can give him some parenting tips. Maybe just kind of, you let him know about who Kirby is as a person. I love that we've got little Peach just napping in a back carrier at the moment, so cute. But Daniel has gone to play with the dollhouse, and Kirby is also playing with the dollhouse. They're gonna play dolls together. I love that. But yeah, obviously the main thing here is that we want to make sure that Kirby meets his dad. So I think what we're going to do is going to come and chat over here instead of just like on the outside of the park. We're going to chat actually inside the park. Our friendship is going up really quickly again, which is nice. I mean, they were good friends before anything else, so it's a shame things happened how they did. Our mom is calling to chat. I will say yes to her. She's probably just checking in after yesterday. She wants to make sure that, we're still doing okay. We'll let her know that we've headed out today. We're not still in the apartment. And while we're on the phone with her mum, I'm going to take the time for Kirby to come over and actually meet his dad. He doesn't have a relationship with him at all, but Florence would have told him about him. And he's almost a child now. It's almost time for him to age up. So he has definitely got that like sort of understanding a little bit of, not the details of the situation, but he knows that his dad, he doesn't see him very much, and this is the first time he is actually meeting him, and he is probably really excited to see him. He's feeling very playful. We're going to show off our toy to him, and Santiago is a family-oriented sim. He maybe hasn't always expressed that very well, the fact he's not been in his son's life, but we don't know what's going on. I haven't really thought of like an exact story, but all we know is that he's trying now. He is making effort. He does want to see his son, and it's better late than never. So it's nice that they can kind of build a relationship. We're not going to yell at him. I do think we'll probably say nonsense. And while Kirby is meeting his dad, Florence is taking the time to do a bit more tummy time with little Peach. Honestly, I love this. It's such a nice day as well. It's nice to get out. I have changed them both into their hot weather clothes though, because it is rather hot out today. And Kirby, he is just coming to ask his dad to play with him. I love that. As I say, it's better late than never. Kirby is actually forming a relationship with Santiago now. I don't know why we're doing it in the entrance to the park when we have got, the play area over here, but each their own, I suppose. He's just enjoying actually spending time with him. And Peach has rolled onto her tummy so she can do tummy time by herself now, which is amazing. We're going over to actually watch them playing together, and look at her face. She must be so happy to see that they are actually like interacting, building a relationship. Like, she's so happy that this is what they can do. And it's a shame again it took a little while to get there, but it's nice to see them actually interact. And he's put him down now. He started to cry, bless him. But Daniel, he's got his communication to level 4, and Dion is back home from work now, so we should probably head back home ourselves as well. And I have just noticed our needs are going down quite quickly after last night. So I feel like maybe we should get home and probably do a pregnancy test again after our date last night. Oh my goodness, we need to get these guys on some birth control, honestly. But she's a great. Peach has unlocked another milestone. She is doing incredible by herself, and it looks like Kirby is just like cheering us on. He's just dancing in the background, but yeah, I think we're gonna get back home now. We're back home now, and Florence is just feeding Peach, and then I think we're gonna put her down on the play mat because she is a little bit sleepy, so she can have a nap, but then she's also there if she wakes up and wants to do more tummy time. But we are feeling so flirty. I do wonder if Florence has a suspicion that she might be pregnant, because obviously she's gonna have to do a test after seeing this. So maybe she's like, I'm just feeling so connected with Dion right now. Like, I know obviously it's quite close to get pregnant again after having Peach, and we need to move house, and we still want to get married, but she's happy. She wants a big family, and she knows that he does it as well, so she's like, okay, so it could be worse. He is having some pancakes. I was actually going to have her cook some dinner quickly, so instead of eating those, go to the toilet, and then hopefully by the time you finish, Florence will have finished cooking. And then I do think that Florence will go and take the pregnancy test after dinner, because she needs to find out if she's pregnant. I mean, I think it's pretty much a guarantee at this point. Oh my goodness, I wasn't expecting another baby so soon. But then again, it's kind of my fault. I didn't get them on protection. I kind of forgot, but I'm definitely going to have to get some form of birth control for them, honestly, because we can't keep doing this. We can't keep doing this. But to say, Florence, she wanted a big family. She'd be happy to have a child right now. It could be worse. I mean, we definitely can't fit another child in this apartment. But, you know, Dion has said that his friend is in the process of fixing up that house. So hopefully it won't take too long, but we're gonna go upstairs. We're gonna go and take a pregnancy test. We're gonna go find out the results of this. He wants to chat with her, but she's like, I'm really sorry, I'm desperate for the toilet. I'll be back down to chat in a second. She just really needs the toilet, and he's like, okay, we will talk afterwards, because obviously he wants to get married. He wants to talk about these wedding plans. They've not had a chance to actually talk yet. He wants to ask her about her day as well. I love that he always wants to ask her about her day. Right, here we go again. Third pregnancy test. I just don't have any words, honestly, and as expected, Florence is pregnant again. Yay, she is, of course, so happy with this news. And Dion, obviously, he wanted to have a chat with us, so he is over here ready to have this conversation. We are going to, I think we're just going to straight up tell him. So we are showing him the test now. She looks a little bit cautious about it, to be honest. This is definitely not the reaction we had last time. What? I thought he wanted children. He told us he wanted, like, what, 6 more children? He does not look happy. Oh my goodness. What? I'm confused. She is literally sobbing. She's feeling sad because how can they not be happy? Hang on, what is going on? She is just taking herself to bed. I need to check on this. What? Florence's partner reacted very poorly to the news of Florence's pregnancy. It's devastating. Florence is so happy about this baby, but her partner does not want it. And then Dion is feeling tense, troubling news, dismayed after learning that a baby is on the way. Dude, you told us you wanted 6 children. But, I mean, he does not want a child right now. I mean, he doesn't want a child right now. So he's like, I wanted to get married. I wanted us to move first, you know, like we talked about this. We said we wanted to find a bigger house, and now we're pregnant again. Like, this is not ideal. And Florence is obviously a bit taken aback by this, because she was like, oh, I thought this would be good news. You know, we want children. And he's like, well, yeah, I definitely want more kids. But, like, this is too soon. We are not ready for this. But it's happening, so he is going to have to get used to it. I am shocked. But despite hearing all of this, she is still feeling really happy because she's pregnant. So even though she's a bit upset, I wanted them to sit next to each other. They literally sat opposite. Right, go and sit next to him, because we need to have a conversation. He has, you know, he's brought up the fact that they wanted to get married, and he doesn't really want to have another child before that. There's going to be a lot to kind of manage. Florence, sit down. Oh my goodness, I want to have this conversation. The first thing that pops up when I click Florence is ask if she wants children. So he's like, so are you actually, like, happy about this? And obviously we know she is happy to have children. In fact, she wants 3 more. I mean, early, no. But we're gonna have that conversation, be like, look, obviously I want children, obviously I want a family with you, we did speak about this, but it's just so close to Peach being born, and we spoke about getting married. Like, I wanted to have a wedding before we had another child. And I think Florence is gonna say, well, there's nothing stopping us from getting married before this child is born. Like, I've only just found out I'm pregnant. That still gives us plenty of time to, you know, get married sooner. And I think Dion is like, hang on, I hadn't actually thought about that. Like, you know, I've got money, I can do this. We can definitely hire someone to, you know, make a really quick wedding. We can have a baby after the wedding. We can still move sooner. I would just, you know, speak to my friend about getting a move on with this house. But, you know, I mean, I guess it's not the end of the world. Like, yes, it's sooner than I thought we'd have another child, but it's not too bad, you know, like, we'll make it work. And she is going to say, you know, I do have an idea in mind for a wedding venue. I would like to get married back in Montgomery. All of my family have got married there, and it's just such a lovely venue. And Dion is actually going to express a few doubts about this. He is going to say, well, I think Montgomery is a bit too far to travel with 3 young children, especially if you're pregnant. So I don't think we should do that. I think we should get married somewhere a bit closer, somewhere in town, so we're closer to, you know, getting back to the apartment should we need to take the kids back home. There's actually somewhere that's just over the road, actually. It's really not too far. I've got contacts there as well, so I can definitely fit us in, you know, a lot quicker notice we can get married sooner rather than later. So I know it's not exactly what you wanted, but you know, we have just got pregnant, so we maybe have to sacrifice a few things, such as, you know, a wedding venue. It's not the end of the world, it doesn't matter where we get married as long as we're getting married. But he's like, I am actually exhausted and I've still got work tomorrow, so I'm gonna go to bed, and Florence is gonna go and use the bathroom. And she's still feeling flirty, she's still feeling that connection with him, but she is feeling sad because of being on different sides about the pregnancy wishes. But I also think it's going to be to do with the wedding as well. She's like, oh, I had really, you know, hoped to get married in Mount Komorebi, but I guess Dion's right, it's quite far to travel with 2 toddlers, an infant, and, you know, the fact that I will be pregnant again. So if there's somewhere a bit closer, I'm sure my family wouldn't mind like travelling out for the wedding. Obviously it's an important thing, and we want to get married soon. She's like, I don't want to be super pregnant when I get married. I want to be, you know, get married before the baby is here, but I don't want to be 3rd trimester. And, you know, it's a very popular venue, so, I mean, it's probably got no spaces for the next 2 days anyway. And I noticed now she is feeling sad from the gloomy trait, so it all kind of makes sense. She is feeling a little bit bummed out because she's like, oh, I had kind of wanted to get married there, but as he says, it's not the end of the world. The main thing is that we'll be getting married, we'll be surrounded by our family, and that is what matters most. And so yeah, these two will be getting married probably in the next episode, to be honest, because we're pregnant again. We are having a baby very soon. Obviously she's only just gone into the 1st trimester, so she wants to get married either in 1st trimester or 2nd trimester, so it will be happening very quickly. But I think I'm gonna worry about that in the next episode and end this one here. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. What a turn it took. It was so much fun though. I can't believe we're gonna be having another baby so soon. I honestly can't believe it. I'm really hoping that Dion's mind changes and that he warms up a little bit, because I don't want him to not want the child. But, you know, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. If you did enjoy this one though, make sure to leave a like and comment down below and let me know what you think. And if you haven't already, please do subscribe. It means so much to me, and I will speak to you all in another video. Bye everyone.